Hello and happy Sunday, and welcome to CRS Redlands and the morning meditation. I invite you to relax and find a comfortable position to rest or sit down. And let's become conscious and aware of our breathing, just naturally rising and falling. Feeling the spirit of the Holy Creator with every in-breath and out-breath. And I invite you to let go of anything that it took to be here and anything you need to do after. Just be present in the now that we are in and experiencing together. Now let's set an intention for our breath, the in-breath and the out-breath. Let's set the intention that every in-breath we become more aligned and attuned to the Creator and its will and intent for us, the highest and greatest good imaginable. In every out-breath, we experience higher and higher states of consciousness and bliss. Serves you drifts further and further away into non-existence from whence it came. With every in-breath of the Holy Divine Spirit, we are elevating to a higher state of consciousness. And with every out-breath, we are floating further and further away from what no longer serves us. In this space, you are safe. You are whole. You are perfect. Feel that expand and become anchored into your being. Certainty that the Creator is always with you. And always has you and your highest good in mind. Sense the highest potential for your highest and greatest good, and move towards that with the grace of the Creator. Let go of any incoherencies, anything that doesn't align to your highest and greatest good, any preconceived notions, any disempowering beliefs. They no longer exist. Only that which served you exists in the eternal now. Let's set the intention to to allow ourselves to be perfect channels for love, divine love, healing, divine grace, divine intervention. Miracles are abound. Let's allow ourselves to manifest these miracles. Through the will of the Creator and the Holy Spirit that resides within us all. Now let's imagine the word karma being everything that we've ever experienced throughout our existences. And let's imagine it just dissolving into light, into nothingness, into new potentials that serve us in our highest and greatest good, no longer bound to that which no longer serves us. Transmute what no longer serves us and serves you in your highest and greatest good into the highest and greatest good. Feel yourself aligning with the truths, perspectives, beliefs, feelings, and emotions that serve you in your highest and greatest good in all areas, ways, shapes, and forms. And know you are safe, you are whole, you are perfect, and invite you to see that in others. To be able to see the beauty and grace that the Creator sees in you, in all that is around you. Situations, circumstances, and people. And now you can start to become aware of your surroundings. Feel the seat that you are sitting in. You can touch your fingers together. Feel your feet on the floor. You can start to embody all of these beautiful, wonderful, divine essences. For when you open your eyes, you are who you want to be as the Creator intended. And breathe in. And out. In. And out. I just want to say thank you so much for being here from the bottom of my heart, for participating in any way that you have. Have a wonderful day, and namaste.
As we move back into the room, you think about the person next to you. Think of the person next to you. Think God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary, and in your mind repeat after me. We come together, come together, we come together, come together, we come together, come together, in the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come come together, come together, come together, come together, come together, come together in the name of love. We come together, come together, come together, come together, come together, come together in the name of love. From every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. Come together, come together, come together, come together, come together, come together in the name of love. We come together, come together, come together, come together, come together, come together in the name of love. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. 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 I said, my soul welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I said, your soul is welcome. And my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message us, Lisa.
Yep. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our spiritual center in Redlands. Let me get my breath back. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube. My name is Lisa Yamato, and it is truly an honor and privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a New Thought spiritual community and an all-inclusive to all the spiritual truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand. All right. And allow us to properly greet you. Welcome. We are delighted to have all of you with us today. A gentle reminder to please silence your phones and place them safely away so you may participate more fully.
This is going to be our centering song. So, there was a boy, very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far, over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, a magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Then one day, a magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn, just to love and be loved in return. Just to love and be loved in return. Just to love
So I invite you to breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Let's breathe that in together. And with our exhalation, let's release anything and everything that does not match all that is divine. Just let it go. And again, with our breathing, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release and surrender all that does not match all that is sacred. Just let it go. Let it go through the pores of your skin, through your breathing, through the soles of your feet, back to Gaia Mother Earth to recycle, refresh, restore, repurpose. Again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release and surrender all that does not match, all that is holy. Just let it go. If it no longer serves you, inviting you to bless and release, bless and release, bless and release. And inviting you now to just leave an empty space, a sacred space, for Spirit to fill immediately upon your willingness to receive all that is meant for your highest and greatest good. Every blessing, every transformation, every revelation, every divine insight, every healing on all levels, conscious, unconscious, subconscious, and the consciousness is yet to be discovered. It's all for your good, inviting you to receive it this day. And so as we always do, we remember those who have called our prayer ministry. We always start with our own names. Just say your own names out loud in the sanctuary space, Brother Mark. Those who are not here now, the ones that you see regularly, let's take a moment to remember each of these congregants now. It could be our spouses. Say their names. Marika, Rosemary, Barbara, Andrea. See them as whole, complete, and perfect, nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting. Continue to say the names out loud. Mark, Grace, Chitjian family, Lakamakchan family, Gomez family, Torres family, Anita, Kim. See every one of their needs met on time, every single time. See them as the masterpiece of the divine. And in this beautiful space that we've created, let's now find peace, the peace first within ourselves. We're going to send it throughout the world. We must first find it within ourselves. The peace that cannot be stopped. This peace with a capital P. Find peace within ourselves, find peace within our family units, peace within the support that we created for ourselves. This highest idea of peace, the peace that passes human understanding. Take it now through our sanctuary space, through the double doors, through the rooftop. See it as a beacon of light and love, intelligence. Let it assimilate and take into itself. Let it integrate all the lower frequencies and vibrations. See it go through the city now. See it now go through the state. It's heading on all the freeways in every direction at the same time. See it now fill the cosmos and reach the stars and the moon. All the different planets known and unknown, all the galaxies. See peace now in all areas struggling in war, conflict, struggle, and strife. See peace have its full sway and must be made manifest. See world leaders change their mind and policy positions as they do every day, back and forth to the back that is backed by spiritual truth. Peace with a capital P. No explanations needed, wanted, nor required. See humanitarian aid continue to reach those in most critical need. See miracles happen. In spirit, they're ordinary. I invite you to call them forth in our prayer work, in our meditation, in our mind's eye. We have 2 or more gathered. We multiply these units of energy of peace in the millions and millions, then the billions and billions, then the trillions and trillions of energy units of peace. We shall not be moved nor swayed from this rock of truth, and knowing that it must prevail. I'm going to stay here with you until it prevails here and now. Anything and everything that is heretofore blocked or hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed, peace from manifesting on earth in its entirety, let it have no longer any power. And let this peace have its full sway in the full flow of the goodness, grace, mercy, and joy of the universal good. I'm calling it forth right here and right now, inviting you to proclaim it with me. Can you feel it? Let's spend another moment to feel it and send it out energetically. It's a magnet. It draws all onto itself. It knows it must fulfill itself. And feeling so good about the word spoken, I bless the service. I bless the dream band. I bless the mixer team, David and Craig. I bless our board. I bless our usher, Eileen, Reverend Nathan, all of you. All of us individually and all of us collectively. We're so much stronger, aren't we, when we're collective? And so we called forth Judy, so we know now that we can continue with a smile in our face and in our hearts. For when we remember those, they can feel it. They can feel our love. And we embrace each of them this day. Knowing that any word that's on your heart that's about prayer, it's always yes, yes, yes. You are the beloved in whom Spirit is well pleased. And the universe only knows to say yes, so we're mindful of our thoughts. We're mindful of our beliefs. We're mindful of our words, thoughts, deeds, and actions this day and every day. Blessing Iris now as she appears to the door, knowing that all is in order and harmony. Can you feel the goodness? Let's let it be so. I invite you to say together with me, knowing that any word that needed to be uttered was already completed in the mind, right? The Spirit knows. Spirit knows. And we say together, and so it is. Amen and Ashe. Thank you, Dream Band. I heard the flute, and I was kind of like a snake out front, slithering back into my flute player.
And it's the year of the snake.
Is it? Okay, good. Year of the snake. All right, whatever we're doing next, let's do that. Oh, the reading. Lisa, come on up for the reading. Now I remember. It's in the book too. There we go.
All right.
It's a long one, so
It's
just
a
be
long
open.
one. 4 pages. All right. George Orwell once said, "The most terrible loneliness is not the kind that comes from being alone, but the kind that comes from being misunderstood." It's the kind of loneliness that doesn't come from silence, but from the overwhelming noise of the world that doesn't truly hear you. You stand in a room full of people, laugh when it's expected, speak when the moment demands it, and yet in your heart, you feel invisible. You feel like the truest parts of yourself, the raw, unpolished, and beautifully complex pieces of who you are, go unnoticed, misunderstood, or even ignored. This is a different kind of ache, one that lives deep in the soul. It's not about missing someone's presence, but about missing connection, longing for the kind of bond that allows you to feel truly seen. It's not the absence of love, but the absence of recognition, of being known for all that you are without needing to filter or edit yourself to fit into someone else's understanding. To be misunderstood is to feel disconnected. It's like speaking a language no one around you understands, shouting your truth into the void, hoping someone will hear and respond. Instead, you're met with blank stares, polite nods, or worse, a misinterpretation of who you are. The world seems to focus only on the surface, skimming over your depths, while you yearn for someone to dive in and swim beside you. In these moments, you may question yourself. You may wonder, is there something wrong with me? Or should I change to make others understand? You might be tempted to reshape yourself to fit their expectations, to dull your edges or brighten your colors. But even then, the loneliness doesn't fade, because in trying to conform, you lose pieces of yourself, slowly becoming a shadow of who you once were, a ghost of your former self. The truest ache of loneliness isn't about being alone, it's about feeling unseen. To feel truly understood by someone is to experience a connection that goes beyond words. It's when someone looks into your eyes and sees the parts of you that you've kept hidden, the scars, the dreams, the doubts, and chooses to stay. It's when someone not only hears your words, but also feels the emotions behind them. It's the moment when you realize you don't have to explain yourself. They already understand. And yet, in this deep loneliness, there is strength. The resilience of holding on to your authenticity, even when it feels invisible to others. The quiet courage of refusing to fade into the expectations of the crowd. You may feel unseen, but the essence of who you are, the light, the fire, and the complexity is still alive. It waits patiently for the right people, the ones who will see you clearly and cherish who you are. The beauty of being misunderstood is that it allows you to understand yourself. In the absence of connection, you learn to be your own anchor. You discover the importance of nurturing your own soul, celebrating your uniqueness, and staying true to your essence. As you grow, as you embrace your full self, the world begins to shift. The right connections, the ones that see you for who you truly are, arrive when you least expect them. They see beyond the surface and into your heart. They listen, not just with their ears, but with their soul. These are the connections that remind you that you were never meant to fade, you were meant to shine like a diamond. So even in the depths of this terrible loneliness, hold on to your essence. Refuse to disappear. Let your light burn brightly. Even if no one seems to notice right now, the people who are meant to see it, your people, will find you. And when they do, you'll realize that the weight, the ache, and the loneliness were only part of a journey to something extraordinary. To be known, truly known, is to be celebrated in your wholeness. It is the antidote to loneliness. Hold on, shine on, you are seen, even if not by the world yet. And that was by George Orwell. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
That was a beautiful reading. Thank you, David. I would wish that blessing on everyone within and without the sound of my voice, to be seen. Here we go in the flow. Here we go in the flow. One who takes is a taker. One who makes is a maker. One who winks is a winker. one who thinks, is a thinker. One who shows is a shower, even showing a shower. One who flows is a flower, also known as a flower. A flower's a delicate thing. Ephemeral beauty adorns every spring, growing through seasons of joy and mirth. And when comes the winter, returns to the earth, like all others before, returns to the earth. Here we go. Flow. Here we go in the flow. One who looks is a looker. One who books, well, you figured it out by now. They're a booker. One who cares is a carer. And one who bears is a bearer. One who tows is a tower, even towing a tower. One who flows is a flower, sometimes known as a flower. A delicate thing, ephemeral beauty that comes in the spring, growing through seasons of joy and mirth. And when comes the winter, returns to the earth, as the ancestors did, returns to the earth. Here we go in the flow. Here we go in the flow. One who sees is a seer. One who bees is a beer. One who blows is a blower. One who knows is a knower. One who glows is a glower, never dour, never glower. One who flows is a flower, better known as a flower. A delicate thing, ephemeral beauty adorns every spring, growing through seasons of joy and mirth. And when comes the winter, returns to the earth, in the infinite cycle, returns to the earth. Here we go in the flow. Here we go in the flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dream Band. And so, good morning, everybody. My name's Brother Mark. I'm a practitioner emeritus, and it's good to be here with you as it is every single Sunday. Would it be okay with you if I change a little bit of what I was going to say and just add? You wouldn't even know, right? If I was just in the flow. I ran to my car to grab a pair of shoes. I'm going to show you what they are. I might wear them in a minute, but I was going, did you hear the reading? Did everybody take the reading in? I want to thank you Lisa, for your participation and also for allowing that reading. It felt like I matched that. Did anybody else feel like you matched the reading? You did? Oh yeah? A lot of people? A lot of people got a blessing from the reading? So these are my dad's shoes. They're one pair of his shoes. We're almost the same size. I think these are 8 triple E. I'm not a triple E, but I'm a 9. He was a 9. And he passed away recently on Tuesday, the 24th. So I wanted to talk about that for just a minute. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do like hopefully not more than a 3 or 4 minute eulogy here, because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it tomorrow at his service. It was, and I feel like you're my people. So every single word, as in the Armenian tradition, the oldest son usually means something, and so I'm experiencing a lot. To not be able to pass my name necessarily is a problem. So I might have to still figure that out while I'm here. I'm the last one of that name. My younger brother passed in 2019. So to be honest with you, I think it'd be part of being in the flow of where my heart is in this moment. I can never fill his shoes. I tried. I tried for a lot of years being a young kid, right? He was we're going to call him Iron Mike, which is true. He is a Marine. He was a star football player. He's in his college's Hall of Fame. He was a college wrestler. He was in the recruiting industry, which I did with him and my sisters. We did that very successfully. I was a big part of their success in Los Angeles and Orange County. But there's a couple personal things. The only thing after writing the eulogy, the only thing I realized we had in common was he was his class president and I was the student body president in high school, right? He was married to my mom 67 years. She's still here. Yeah, she's still very strong. And then I realized when I'm included, they want to include me, but they can't include me all the way for me. Like I've done about 12 or 15 drafts of a eulogy, and I agree with some of the changes, but I'm not sure if it's going to be interesting. Until it's over, I'm wondering, I said, if you don't trust me with the mic, don't give me the mic, right? In my mind. So what might I say in that moment? You guys know me. You know I'm going to go off script somewhere, and hopefully we'll come back, but you know that I will, right? So if they're watching, you can still cancel me for tomorrow. It's tomorrow. So it was really heavy on my heart to have the talk for today, plus, I think the eulogy at a memorial is probably one of the biggest things, because it can change all the way up to the end, and it can change with the energy in the room. But the couple things that I know I won't be able to say, I don't believe, but I want to say to you, is I try to be the man my dad was, but I'm not that same man. I'm a different man. But it took like 60 some years to figure that out. Because for the first 30, like, what do you want to do? Make your dad proud. So I played some baseball. I sucked at baseball. I was in the field. I remember one time I was freezing out there and I caught a ball. Everybody clapping, but then I dropped the ball. I'm like, you are a dropper baller. Like you're a star to you when you drop the ball. I went to try wrestling. I was a freshman in high school. I remember my dad took me to the Y, and we sat in the sauna until I lost 5 pounds. Isn't that good? Because if I was able to weigh in at 127, I got the win for junior varsity, and I got to dress in the junior varsity uniform. Now that was appealing to me. And I just went there and got the win for the team, right? But I sucked. I mean, I was a terrible wrestler. If you want to know how bad or how long a minute is, wrestle. You're like, that's a minute? Right? It feels like 20 minutes that you're going to either run away from somebody or try to engage. One of us is trying not to come up for air at the end, right? No, those are a couple of the there was a funny story that I probably will tell. like, I just keep moving forward, you know what I mean? So there's a flow. There's a flow to everything. There's a flow to where we're going next after we leave here. There's a flow to the service. There's a flow in every show, right? And sometimes, even though you probably do the same show over and over, I bet you there's little differences in some of the shows, right? And is it? Because also it may be, a line may come over better. The energy in the room may be different. Let's talk about flow. Watch the news. See what's happening. Oh my goodness. And you will just be shocked. I had a couple people reach out to me, and I don't like to talk about politics from here. And at the same time, how can you really ignore some of the things that are happening in the world, right? And so a couple people were confessing on text to me, and I didn't have a chance to really take in. Then they went from a text to a long email. They wanted me to read it, and I'm like, I can't take this in right now. I just had to admit that in my flow, where I said in a couple weeks I can do this. And I said that 3 times, and I was so proud of myself recently. Where, you know what, we have to take care of ourselves to be in the flow. Because if we're not able to flow, right, we have to save ourselves first. I've told this from here before. I went to a workshop on spirituality, and I didn't put myself in the lifeboat. So I was out of the exercise. I was already gone. I couldn't help another person because I didn't save myself. That's why on the plane we have to find our oxygen mask first, and then we can assist others, right, including young children. So there you go. Everybody understands what I'm saying. And I've never said to people before, it sounds kind of rude. I could show you on my phone. I've said it like 3 or 4 or 5 times, and the more I'm saying it, the prouder I am of myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never said that to anybody before. Thank you for that invitation. However, I have to get back to you in 2 or 3 weeks. Or I didn't say it's not important what they're sharing with me. It is important because they thought I would not feel the same way about them by them sharing their truth with me. Yes, of course I do. I already clarified that, but it may not be enough for them right now. But I can't give you more. I don't have more to give. That's really a big thing for me to say because I always have more to give. I have an infinite reservoir of good. And at this very, very moment, I'm just going to be honest that in the flow, man, I have 2 gigantic things to get through. Today, it's almost over, right? Today's talk on In the Flow. And then will there be any more edits? Or I'm just watching and witnessing. And I said to them, the first thing I said was, I will do whatever I'm asked to do. Because I knew if resistance is futile, I will be assimilated. So I'm giving some of a message about flow, right? We can take this with us. So I'm going to go to the talk now, and let's see if I can do that. And I promised, remember, I was going to go back to this. There's the quote, there's no process, this is perfect, of healing. There is generally a process in healing. Do you remember I said that I would do that this week? This is a perfect thing because I was just bedside for day after day at Hogue, and they went from a regular room. They did do ICU for a day or 2. It's so interesting that they can keep somebody alive basically until all the people that you want to come, and then they can disconnect whatever you want disconnected, right? And there's some beautiful moments that happen in these things too, and there's some things I wish I could, erase from my memory. And it's interesting because in a family, our family is amazing. It's an amazing family. They want everything to be beautiful and perfect, and it will be. It's going to be the top of the end of everything. It's going to be at Balboa Bay Club. If anybody really wants to come, I'll give you the address. It's going to be amazing. And he is an amazing man. And to be in the writing of the eulogy and in the space, it was very, very, I learned a lot because I got to pull myself back and kind of look more 360. And now I understand why my father's father was so proud of the name and wanted to keep the name, and why our name is everywhere, including on the license plate of their car and on the outside of their little house. Isn't that cute? So the thing is, I get it. But this thing about healing, There's no process of healing. There's generally a process in healing. It's like everything in flow. So, and I talked about Iris's art before, that in the absolute, the flow of goodness is always happening. It's for us to spiritually align with it. We must attune to it. It's happening, regardless of whether we participate in it. And this includes this healing. So I wanted just to say, like, the process is usually the time and effort in which we undergo our own realization of truth, right? Everybody saw, if we were in the workshop, that I had a healing when Reverend Nathan had a workshop. That was real because I was ready, I was willing, I was able, and I held on to that for many, many years prior and had gone through many, many classes prior. But it was, and I don't want to judge anybody. When you're ready to have your healings, have them. You don't have to have them like a drive-through, have them. Everybody's a beautiful work of creative process. So the process is the time and effort which we undergo, right, to get to our realization of truth. Does that make sense? And then we align with the healing that always is. So we work with our meditation, prayer, etc., silently in the law, and the law will find an outlet through our faith in it. Do I need to repeat that? Probably. Let me break it down. How do we get to this alignment? In any category, I'm using healing as an example. We work, it could be meditation, songwriting, prayer, etc., silently in the law, and the law will find an outlet through our faith in it. The law puts the act in action. As a result of right treatment, we are forming the mold in the subjective mind by the treatment, and the treatment makes it possible to have a concrete manifestation. The treatment is an intelligent energy in the invisible world. Does that make sense? The treatment is an intelligent energy in the invisible world. Do you guys get that? It will find its way to manifest. It is a spiritual entity working through the law of mind. And I love that so much because I can just tell you, I believe all the prayers that I've ever spoken are still active. You can feel when you're up here, I know everybody, the musicians, Reverend Nathan, anybody can feel, you can feel the Dr. Ruth, cut it down to science of mind. What's the science of mind fact and all this? You can feel in any pulpit that I've ever spoken from, and there's been several, like a handful, you can feel that collective energy for good. And you just go to the flow of it. Just like right now, it's like the flow, and it means more, I think it means more to people when you just speak from your heart than it does when you read from a book, right? Or prepared text. But I want to say this is important because it's in my notes too, I'll get to it. The prayer is always for ourselves. Let me say this one more time. Whenever we pray, it's for ourselves to see the spiritual truth about for whatever we are praying. It's in practitioner class, you're just learning to see, despite like when my dad is hooked up to 20 things, he's not those 20 things, right? That's not him. It's helping him. I'm tempted to tell you what he said when he saw it. Can I? It was so cute. And I can show you, I have it on my text on my phone if you want to see, I have the photo of it. And he says, all those things are helping me now? And I go, yeah, Pop. And he goes, we should take that with us. Isn't that so sweet? And in 2 weeks, we're having a family wedding. And so this was particularly, they knew when they planned a wedding a year ago, this could be, right? And of course, could be. And so he wanted to see, the only thing my mom wanted was this, those zipper things when you get a fine garment? That's all she wanted from me. So I brought it. And he got to look at that in his sight line. And just like a Marine, he was ready to go. Like So we're never to take away anybody's flow of whatever that is. We always just said, yeah, we're ready to do whatever it is. And so I already said this, that in our prayer work, we're just praying for ourselves to see and know and feel the spiritual truth for whatever it is we're praying. Everybody gets that, right? That's all a practitioner does. And before we go in any rooms, it's a lot of work sometimes before we can go in a room. Because if I'm not in the space to go, it takes a lot to go into an ICU room. It takes a lot to go into any room. And many of us, I've been in some rooms with some people. It's difficult, right? It's life-changing. We're on hypersensitive. We're on hyperdrive, where we are going to remember those sights, those sounds, those phrases, those words. So anybody within the sound of my voice, if you're going to go into these spaces, just center yourself, prepare yourself. And if you're not ready, don't go. If you're not ready, don't go in. Because to me, the energy is always felt. The words, for sure. I think hearing is always. I don't think the hearing ever stops. So watch every single word said. And I can reverse back to a story from when I was in my 30s and I lost somebody. And the mother came to collect the body, basically, and said, go in there and everybody tell him to go. And we all went in there and told him to stay and that she would be gone. That's his own mother. Oh, and as soon as she left, he passed the next day. So the hearing, to me, last thing to go. So this prayer is an actual force. Now it's consciously directed. So it must have specific results. It's cause and effect. So when praying, this is important, not with anxiety, rather with expectancy of good. So in our teaching, we don't beg, we don't beseech, we don't have things you have to recite, you don't have to get on your knees. And there's been a lot of times I've been on my knees in my life. Because, right, will I ever get up? And somehow, Spirit always finds a way to lift me back up. We do not drive nor push. We affirm this out loud. We accept, we believe. We pray and we treat until we get results. This or something greater. That's the dollar's input. Like Ed Dollar always said, this or something greater. We must know and state there are no obstacles in the pathway of truth. Isn't that beautiful? Let's say that as an affirmation together if you believe it. There are no obstacles in the pathway of my truth. Are there? Are there? Right, so the thing is, are there? So you could kind of do that self-exploration for yourself. If you see any obstacles, you can spiritually disintegrate them. Not in a violent way, you just see them implode. And then what I had happen the other week was very interesting in a meditation. It was okay to have remnants of the wall, whatever that concrete wall that came to me a week ago or so. Just walk over it because it's not going to be taller than you can walk over. And you might be proud of yourself that you could walk over it. Does this make sense? All right. We must know and state there are no obstacles in the pathway of truth. I just said that. And that's where you get the phrase, I know that I know. And so anytime your human mind wants to pull you back and draw you back to, but, we don't use a lot of the word but from up here. It's always an and. And, I don't like the word but because I was taught that it takes away everything that you said to that word. So every time the human wants to take us back to the ifs, ands, or buts, we just say, no, I'm not going back, I'm going forward. And that kind of, one of the last words my dad said, what's interesting, and everybody will get a handball that says Iron Mike. He was holding like a meeting. We had like a bunch of people in there. We actually toasted him, and we had to draw the blinds, but the nurses in ICU didn't care. They were so cool. And at the end, he said, play ball. So that'll definitely be in the eulogy as the last words of the eulogy, plus a gift. Everybody takes a handball that says Iron Mike, play ball. And if there's any leftovers of those, if anybody really wants one, let me know and I'll make sure I got that in the car for you. You can use it to get our hands back. So we're open. So this is important too. Okay, let me just finish up. So when we're opening in prayer to a new influx of spirit, we want to recognize only perfection. This is very important. If we're still crying, if we still have fear or doubt or worry or trepidation, if that's really where we are, I'm going to tell you, stay there. If you're in immense grief, that you can't see the light that's really coming through the window, even with the rain, right? That's okay. I'll sit with you. And sometimes you don't need somebody to sit with you. And most of the time, we don't need anybody to tell us anything. We just need to be observed, maybe know that we're not alone, be checked up on or whatever. Reach out. Let people know what we need. I want to say this to everybody. If anybody in the sound of my voice, if there's something we can do to help lift you up, let us know what that is. Because we can't always know. And if I can't do it myself, I know that I have others that I can count on and call. And that's what makes me really want to cry, because I can look around this whole room and see everybody would be willing. There's not one person that's sitting in this space that wouldn't be willing. And if you're not able in that moment, then I'm asking you to then find somebody else who can. Connect. We always can take that extra minute to text or call or find another who can. So perfect belief is the beginning and the end of all good mental work. God's world is perfect. The principle of life is one of absolute perfection. And that's our life. That's not separate from our life. It is the life that we're living. The invisible passes into the visible by our faith in it. From Richard Rohr, all great spirituality is about letting go. It trains us both in detachment and attachment. Detachment from the passing so that we can attach to the substantial. From Martha Beck, The Way of Integrity. As you find your truth and go inward and cleanse out everything that's conflicted in your life, you begin to live in harmony with yourself. You find the peace that has always been your home address. From Thich Nhat Hanh, enlightenment, peace, and joy will not be granted by someone else. The well is within us. And if we dig deeply in the present moment, the water will spring forth. From Ram Dass, the vastness of emptiness is completely full of love. To be here now in this vastness, I have to let go of the desires and expectations that keep me time-bound. Letting go allows the self of everyday experience, my ego, my thinking, to merge with my higher self, my true nature. To merge with the beloved, I have to let go of my experiences. That is how the jumble of my thoughts and sensations and emotions is forged into one in the fire of love. So from this thing called life, Holmes, page 108, God is an infinite presence and an indwelling reality. The silent whisperings of this inner presence come to each as a divine revelation, an inner communion of the individual spirit with the oversoul, that vast and invisible presence in which we live, move, and have our being. From Holmes, Richer Living, page 33, there is a place in you and me that is above confusion and fear. If we get quiet long enough and listen deeply enough, we shall hear. Did you guys catch that one? I'd like to turn that into affirmation. There's a place in you, and there's a place in me that is above confusion and fear. If I get quiet long enough, and I listen deeply enough, I shall hear. Very good. From Holmes, all of life is in a state of eternal flow. It's from The Science of Mind, page 233. So this is from Thomas Friedman. Thank you for being late. I love that book title or whatever it is. It says, opting to pause and reflect rather than panic or withdraw is a necessity. It's not a luxury or a distraction. It's a way to increase the odds that you'll better understand and engage productively with the world around you. Wow, that's kind of what I talked about earlier. I just chose to sit there and say, I will do whatever I'm asked to do. Okay, let me do that again. Opting to pause and reflect rather than panic or withdraw is a necessity. It's not a luxury or a distraction. It's a way to increase the odds that you'll better understand and engage productively with the world around you. That's awesome. It's also some of the simple things I've spoken about many times. Like, we don't have to take the call when the call comes, except for if you're working where you guys work sometimes, right? You're like, please hold. We don't have to text. We don't have to respond. We don't have to email back. And also we can form drafts. I'm a big proponent of forming drafts, but do not fill in the to unless it's just to yourself. All right. Everybody got me because you're laughing. This is kind of an interesting, I just wrote interesting to consider, so let's see what it says. Celia Winter. It's from something called The Inner Journey, Discover Your True Self. If we do our inner work, we can organize our inner world through self-inquiry, meditation, journaling, etc., which guides us in navigating the external world with consciousness, with awareness. We become self-aware. From Ralph Waldo Emerson, let us become silent that we may hear the whispers of the gods. There is a guidance for each of us, and by lowly listening, we shall hear the right word. From Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. The beginning of freedom is the realization that you are not the possessing entity, the thinker. The moment you start watching the thinker, a higher level of consciousness becomes activated. You realize that all the things that truly matter, beauty, love, creativity, joy, inner peace, arise from beyond the mind. You begin to awaken. From Evan Hodkins, School of Alchemy, a daily practice for keeping the life force flowing. Take a walk for the purpose of blessing people. That's all. Everyone you encounter, bless them. As you do this, you become energized because you've been letting God's energy flow through you. Isn't that magnificent? And of course, doing that in a hospital, doing that when you hear sirens, or you just easily bless all sides, right? From Psalm 46, 1-3, God is our refuge and strength, the very present help in times of change and trouble. Therefore we will not fear when the waters rise and are troubled, and when the mountains are shaken into the heart of the sea. From Psalm 135, I wait for the Lord, my soul waits, and in his word I hope. From Confucius, balance is the perfect state of still water. Let that be our model. It remains quiet within and is not disturbed on the surface. From Buddhism, the Buddha, praise and blame, gain and loss, pleasure and pain, fame and disrepute are the 8 worldly winds. They ceaselessly change. As a mountain is unshaken by the wind, so the heart of a wise person is unmoved by all the changes on this earth. Also from Buddhism, change is never painful. Only resistance to change is painful. What? That's a mic drop. Where's the mic? Let's drop it. Say it again, right? Change is never painful. Only resistance to change is painful. From Taoism, the Lao Tzu, life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. And from Hinduism, the Ashtavakara Gita, all things arise, suffer, change, and pass away.
This is their nature. When you know this, nothing perturbs you, nothing hurts you. You become still. From Scott Aubrey's Spiritual Passages, prayer lifts us up, replenishes the soul, and heals us. Whenever you want, the flute is always a good thing. Are you struggling in an area of your life? Pray about it. And know that we do not pray to change God or to change conditions. We pray to change ourselves. Did everybody get that? Yes. We pray to steep our hearts and minds in infinite blessing, energy, and love. We pray to align our consciousness with the mind of the universe. We pray to know the truth so deeply that the divine will be revealed in our lives. And let's say these as affirmations together. I pray to change myself. I pray to steep my heart in infinite blessing, energy, and love. I pray to align my consciousness with the mind of the universe. I pray to know the truth so deeply that the divine will be further revealed in my life. And from Ephesians 1:15 through 18, ever since I heard about your love for all God's people, I have not stopped giving thanks for you. I pray that God gives you the spirit of wisdom and revelation. I pray that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened in order that you may know the hope to which you are called. Does everybody feel complete? All right. I'm going to save reading for next time, and I will close with that. And I thank you for the extra minutes that you gave and for your love. And I mean, honestly, there couldn't be the more right place for me to be today and to combine the flow. One of the youngest grandchildren said this. He said, I want this to be a celebration for Grandpa, because he remembered my younger brother's funeral 6 years ago. He was much younger. In our culture, it can get kind of like, I'm not going to use the word funereal, but it's kind of dark, like and we're going to have that same traditional service with the music, the hymns, and he just wanted to keep it lighter, and I thought that was sweet. So I'm going to say the words out loud in the beginning that we're going to celebrate his life. So thank you all so much for celebrating my dad. He went by Markar, that's why I'm Mark. His middle name was Baldassar, that's my grandfather's name. I'm a B, Bradley, and a Chitjian, Jr. So thank you guys so much. I love you. Oh, let's go to whatever's next. I forget. Is it offering?
No.
Refrain? Oh, music?
We're going to do a song.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
This is an old Shaker hymn called Simple Gifts. Let's see. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in a place just right, to be in a valley of love and delight, when true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shall not be ashamed. To turn and turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. simple. 'Tis a gift to be free. 'Tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. When we find ourselves in a place just right to be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shall not be ashamed. To turn and turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come round right. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shall not be ashamed. To turn and turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come round right.
All right, thank you. We're going to do the offering. Reverend Nathan's going to do that for us today.
Hello. Now is our time of our conscious giving. I invite you to consider that the same portal that we give is the same portal that we receive. And let's expand into being bigger and bolder givers and receivers.
Thank you
You're
for
going to read the
giving.
affirmation.
From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift.
One line at a time. Oh, sorry. It's okay. Just go one line at a time right here. Go ahead.
From the love of pure spirit within me,
Love of pure spirit within me.
I bless this gift.
Bless this gift.
I send it forth to heal
Send it forth to heal.
and bless and prosper.
Bless and prosper.
It is evidence of my faith
It's evidence of my faith
and my belief.
and my belief.
It does great work in the world,
Does great work in the world.
and it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
Returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
So it is. Thank you for giving. Thank
Go in and
you
give it
for
first.
receiving. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing. And thank you for believing. Thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing. And you are the vessel of that love.
Whatever the blessing is in the
So
gift,
thank you for caring. Bless you for your sharing. And thank you for being who you are.
We'll wait till she comes back. We'll do it now. Just do it now. Okay.
I invite the congregation to reach your hands in towards the I'm new at this. So to reach our hands towards the offerings, to see them multiply abundantly, and also are receiving to multiply abundantly.
So it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, everybody. And now Lisa's going to come up with announcements. Eileen has an announcement after Lisa. And if you're watching remotely, the mixers are going to put in the chat where you can click on and donate now. Let us know from when and where you're watching. Lisa, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. Just do the front page. It's right here. I'll add whatever.
All right. So announcements for today, March 2nd. The next Divine Feminine Circle meets Monday, March 3rd, 10 a.m. to 11:30, here in the sanctuary, lovingly facilitated by Gail Yandel and Susie Ammons. Plan to attend third Monday night, March 17th from 6 to 9 p.m. in person here in the sanctuary for Tao Te Ching book study, club facilitated by Jim Crump. Phil Courtney's play Ranch Hands is scheduled to perform here March 14th at 7 p.m., March 15th at 2 p.m., and March 16th at 12:30 p.m. Adult subject and matter content warning. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. We have here, stay with us after service for potluck snacks and fellowship. Let's see. It says insert. Okay. You are invited to rise for the closing song as the ushers will open up the double doors. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, guys. Eileen has one quick announcement as well.
Sure, it's going to be quick. Just very briefly, in the reading, she mentioned being misunderstood, and it reminded me of that song where the lyrics are, I'm just a soul whose intentions are good.
Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood.
Don't you love that? All right, now, it is like 8 months till November. In November, we are going to be celebrating the 31st birthday of this center. 31st? The 31st, yeah. The 71st birthday of this center. It's a little older than 31 years. Now, this is going to be spectacular. I'm going to mention this the first Sunday of every month because I want you to get ready for it. It is going to be, there's 36 weeks. The tickets are going to be $71. Now, that's a little pricey, but it's 36 weeks. Till then, set aside $2 a week. You're in. Okay, you got it? It's going to be lovely. We're going to have tables with white tablecloths. There's going to be live greenery and floral centerpieces. It's going to be beautiful. We are going to begin with a social hour with canapes. Dinner will be a potluck, and this is not an average potluck. We are going to ask you all to dig deep and find your most elegant dish that you make. Absolutely elegant. And that is what we will be having. I am going to bring my seafood lasagna. It is with lobster and scallops and crab, and I have to go to Alaska to get the crab. I'll do it. Okay, let me see. But that's it. Oh, and we are going to have a dinner show. There's going to be music. I know that our music people will come up with incredible music to share throughout this evening. It'll be absolutely wonderful. Dessert is going to be in honor of the Reverend Dr. Ruth, the incredible chocolate cake that we get from Michelle's. You are going to love it. You're going to have a lot of fun eating it. I mean, it is divine. After that dessert, we are going to have a champagne toast. Brother Mark, he doesn't know this yet, but Brother Mark is going to present a beautiful toast to the center. Thank you for the okay. You have no choice. There's going to be a silent auction, so dig deep into your belongings and find the most elegant thing that is time to let go of. And we're going to have that here, and we're going to raise money, a lot of money. We are going to raise a lot of money with this event, so I want you to get ready. I'm coming for your money. This will be it. And in September 1st, I will send out save the date notice. And that is all. And I thank you so very much.
I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. There's no separation except what I am separation's gone away.